All right, Rod, but we begin tonight in Washington with Governor Snyder testifying before Congress on the Flint water crisis. And today's hearings promised some high drama, and boy, did they deliver.
Oh, yes, for 4 hours, Governor Snyder and EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy faced at times scathing attacks as Congress works to get to the bottom of the water crisis in Flint. Let's get right to Defender Kevin Dietz. He is in Washington right now. And Kevin, there were several calls for the governor to resign.
There were, Karen. It was very intense inside that hearing room today. There was a lot of anger and a lot of frustration spilling out. Many members of Congress decided to publicly scold Governor Snyder, and for the first time, they were able to ask him questions under oath.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Governor Snyder sworn in and under oath. Almost immediately, he is under attack.
Plausible deniability only works when it's plausible, and I'm not buying that you didn't know about any of this until October 2015. You were not in a medically induced coma for a year.
But Governor Snyder's administration caused this horrific disaster and poisoned the children of Flint.
People who put dollars over the fundamental safety of the people do not belong in government, and you need to resign too, Governor Snyder.
Also testifying, EPA boss Gina McCarthy. Congress was out for her head too.
Now, I heard calls for resignation. I think you should be at the top of the list.
Governor Snyder taking responsibility for the state's screw-ups and showing anger at the EPA for not owning up to theirs.
And when I read these things, I'm ready to get sick. We need urgency. We needed action, and they keep on talking. And it's not about fighting. They're just not getting the job done.
And don't you have a moral responsibility as the governor of an administration that failed and poisoned its own people? Don't you have the moral responsibility to resign?
The governor said his experts at the MDEQ told him that the water was safe in Flint, and he had no reason to doubt their expertise. But many members of Congress say there were plenty of warning signs, and they were ignored. Coming up at 6, we're going to get into that. Who knew what and when? Congress says the governor may have known a lot more than he's letting on to. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
Kevin, you know, I listened to this thing all morning long, and boy, was it intense. But I'm wondering if you were able to talk to the governor afterward. Did he talk to the media?
No, he popped up and went out a back door that is used for members of Congress. So one of the Republican congressmen let him come into the meeting room and leave through that private entrance so that he did not have to face any media questions.
All right, Kevin, we look forward to talking to you again at 6 o'clock. And we have compiled several more key parts from today's hearing. You can find a link in the top stories section on our website at clickondetroit.com.